All right, Cancer, here we go. It's for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's kind of an impromptu, but not really, because I told you I was going to do it in your monthly reading. Energies update for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, soulmate energies. And I told you in your April reading that I was going to pull more readings for you in April because it's a very pivotal month and you're the hot spot of the connection cycle. But also because I said I was going to pull on the Emperor at the Three of Cups and maybe the Tower and all of that, right? And I know that because I checked the video and I made some notes about it. And yeah, I said I was going to do that. So here I am. And I was going to pull on you after the full moon. I thought, I'll wait till the full moon because I got a full moon reading coming up, right? Nope. I shuffled on you here this evening and I got a pre-shuffle here. I had to hit the record button. So here we go. Now, just to give you a little precursor on that full moon, there's a full moon in Libra that's showing up here. It's on the 6th. I'll probably pull on it on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two. But it is what I'm calling, I don't care what anyone else calls the moon. I'm calling it the get real moon, right? It's where the pretending stops. And that's why a lot of the readings have been coming up the way they have. And we'll talk more about that moon when we get to it. But right now, let's talk about your reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Tarot, you are most definitely here for a reason right now. Because this is completely unplanned as far as today is concerned. That said, this reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it because you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, dealing with different people. Pre-shuffle, Queen of Pentacles. Now, normally, you know I say this is you. Here you are, right? They're that little fawn and you're this mom. I talk all about that. They got to get some of your milk and all that. Not this time. Why? Because I said I was pulling on the Emperor. I said in your April reading, here he is. He shows up front and center. The Emperor crossing the Queen of Pentacles. This is your person who in their warped ass mind, I don't know how else to phrase it, thinks that they're the queen. It feels like they're the Queen of Pentacles. You should come to them. You need them. They got themselves convinced of this in this pre-full moon energy, right? Wait, it's the get real moon, okay? But that's what it is. This is somebody who thinks, well, you should be coming to them. But, okay, here's the Hierophant, right? They're getting all righteous, if you will, here in the surface energy as far as, and it's a cop-out. It's because they're afraid to be vulnerable. You obviously are the Queen of Pentacles. That's how you reflect. Anyway, they're getting all righteous with it. They're feeling this connection on a high level. There's a lot of things happening with the Hierophant. The Hierophant's crossed by the Nine of Swords. Even the thought of you, even when they get like this and say, you should come toward them. Yeah, they should be coming toward me. Yeah, even though I ran. Even when they get like this, they get scared that you might actually do it. Okay? Why? Because of the Page of Swords. Because it's this person, whoever this energy belongs to, feels much safer hiding behind a pile of rocks and just peeking out every once in a while, what we might call spying energy, than they do actually in front of somebody actually being the Queen of Pentacles, which they're not. Okay? It's completely fake. That said, this is somebody here who feels small next to you. That's why even when they tell themselves, well, they should come to me. Well, if you actually did it, you'd run into nothing but something that would be like Page of Swords, right? It'd be almost a waste of time because the Emperor's lesson to learn is to be vulnerable. Underneath that is the Knight of Wands, this urge to, more emotional immaturity, an urge to run away, right? And an urge to come towards you at the same time. All the while, none of it matters. Because what's happening right now in the energy here is the Fool. A new energy is taking place. A new journey is beginning. All right? Underneath that, it offers new perspective, the Hangman. It's forcing everybody to kind of look at their shit. And we've been talking about that a lot lately. And here's the truth right here. The Ace of Swords, bookending the Queen of Pentacles. It's a truth somebody believes that's not true. The real truth is coming to this person. And there is some serious new perspective, some serious revelations that are definitely going to hit this. Well, I'll call it epiphanies with the Ace of Swords that are really going to hit this person. But under this energy, yeah. And that's what causes that Tower that we saw in your April reading. And I talked about an emotional breakdown with your person. Yep. It is. It's somebody here. It's like if I say, well, that they should just come to me. right? Like that. I just say that. And then you actually do. Okay, I know in my mind I would freak out, kind of a thing. It's somebody here who doesn't even believe their own bullshit. They just puffing up, making up excuses not to come towards you when it's something that they actually have to do. It's karmic debt. All right, for them to grow. They don't have to do it, but for them to actually grow and raise their vibration and change their life, they actually kind of do. So let's shuffle the deck right now. I thought that was amusing when I saw the Emperor crossing the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, sure, right. Yeah, we'll go ahead and flip it. Right on. All right, here we go. Let's shuffle the deck here. Give me the soulmate cycle for the angle of Cancer under all current energies, universe. This first card out was before the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? Why the fuck are we here? I don't know. Let's find out. That's why. The Chariot. This energy is, this card, first of all, it's an energy of Cancer, right? But it also represents the soulmate cycle for me. It is the universe reflecting back. It's talking about these connections are coming together, all right? And I think what's happening is, what we saw in the pre-shuffle is it's making the Emperor, your runner, nervous, all right? Because they can feel that. That's what that Hierophant was about. You know, it's there. I said they can feel the connection. They can't. These connections are coming together. The connection cycle itself is about to pick up speed, for sure, in the second half of the month. But even though we're at this crossroads portion of the first, the whole decision time and realizations here in the first half of the month, the energy is still, as I've said on Twitter many times, a roller coaster ride of sorts. Right? Let's see what comes after the cut. I can only imagine. Yeah. Page of Cups. Again, it's the same kind of thing. The cut cards should back up the pre-shuffle. I've got a Chariot. I'm going in. Balanced Emperor driving the Chariot. Or even as I felt the energy in the pre-shuffle. Well, the DF should come to me, and all of that. Fine. Whichever way it flows, it doesn't matter. The connections are coming together. The energy of the connection cycle is picking up speed. And what we end up with is somebody who's real, I'll phrase it this way, either real brave waiting for you to arrive, or real brave on the way to you with a lot of determination, and then actually chicken shit when you get there. Deep down, this person is scared to death of you. And I say that, I don't mean it in a way like physically scared. I mean that they feel small next to you emotionally. There's something about you. It's like, I don't know how else to phrase it other than to say that your runner, just in a general example, okay? Your runner is someone who pretends to be the shit, and you're really the shit, okay? And there's a big difference there. What the hip hop and gangster rapper kids used to call fronting, right? They just fronting. That's all they're doing. All right, and it's not really my genre, so pardon me if I get the vernacular wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what fronting means. It is what it is. It's a whole different thing when somebody who's fronting meets the real deal. All right? And I know there's a lot of rap songs about that very thing. So let's see here. Maybe we get rap music that'll start coming in now. I don't know. The universe will send me all kinds of shit. Whatever. I'm surprised it hasn't sent me classical music and stuff like country music and stuff like that. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's do ourselves a reading. So the cut cards back up the pre-shuffle perfectly. I hope I've explained it. I've done the best I can. It's tricky energy to translate, but in a way it's not. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. I just wish your particular runner, they just frustrate me. They're the most frustrating energy I pull on. They really are. And it's one of the more powerful ones too. Let's see where we go here. Give me a reading, universe. Give me the soulmate cycle from the angle of Cancer. It's like that old thing we say about people on the internet and stuff, like, those trolls and stuff. They're a big deal hiding in their parents' basement behind a keyboard. But if you would actually go and confront them, they piss themselves. It's really the way it is. There's a lot of people like that out there. Well, these runners are kind of like that, but it's an emotional thing more than anything else. All right, here we go. Overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table is the Six of Cups. Yep. At the end of the day, this connection is strong. They coming. At the end of the day, I've got the Six of Cups here. I've got a lot. You guys have done this dance in many lifetimes. I'm looking at the roots. That's what's reflecting back at me, just the roots here. Many lifetimes. Sometimes some good, some bad. It's like a Led Zeppelin song, good times, bad times, right? That's pretty much what this is here. I got that first E chord riff ringing in my head. You know, it's just right there. Yep, they coming. What's fueling this? Yep, there's your tower. There it is. We got everything except for the 3 of Cups that I said I was going to pull on in your April reading. There's your tower right there in the overall energy of this reading crossing this 6 of Cups. At the end of the day, you're not coming towards them. You are the real deal Queen of Pentacles. They're fronting, pretending to be the Queen of Pentacles. Well, they should come to me. Oh, yeah, you're real tough. Well, if you actually showed up, you know, God, you just meet a page at the door. A little tiny page, like probably say something stupid, say you don't matter, probably just end up running again. That said, at the end of the day here, the universe is causing some sort of mental breakdown for this person. And it's a lot of old karmic debt that's coming due, which is under the umbrella on these runners of a need to be vulnerable, okay? So they really have to. They really have to make the move. Only a balanced emperor, a controlled, balanced emperor drives that chariot properly, all right? Not a little Page of Cups, all right? This tower is helpful to you. And I'm glad it came up here, because it's one of the energies I'm pulling on off of your April reading. And I always, well, I won't say always because it wasn't that long ago, it was only a week ago, but since I pulled the April reading for you, I've regretted not doing an extended for it. I'm going to do one here, all right? There will be an extended for this reading. You bet your sweet Cancerian asses about that. Link will be in the description. Right here's the energy around your connection. Right here's how your person's behaving in the 3D. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, the message from the universe, red with the energy of your connection, and right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I cannot predict free will. Nobody can. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards at the end, and like I said, there will be an extended. Now we'll see if the video is going to freeze here, because this is the point where it always freezes, because this is where the vortex of energy comes in now. I'm about to pull the reading. The energy gets excited, basically, is what that means. And that's why it always happens right here when my hand will stop here. Right? Or it's when I'm showing you the positions, all the energy is setting in place. Happens every time. It doesn't matter how far in the video we are, whatever. Just give it a second. Okay. What's the energy around your connection? See if we can sort it out here a little bit. The 2 of Pentacles, decision time. It's the crossroads. We're at the crossroads of the beginning of April. All right? There is what the universe is saying here. These connections we know we've already learned are coming together. The energies are getting closer and closer and closer. It sweeps out and then it comes in. It sweeps out and then it comes in. We're on a come in portion, right? It's a bit like the orbit of Pluto, where sometimes it's close to the sun and sometimes it's way far away from the sun. Right now we're coming to a point where we're about to get close together again. All right? It's like that kind of orbit. That's the way these connections kind of flow along, especially yours. Yours whips around pretty fast though. And we're at that point right now. There's a chance for transformation here, but it is up to somebody's free will. They got to put the bullshit down. And I think that's what this tower is for. And you know what? I wouldn't normally do this. I'm going to take the tower energy out and stick it right there. I hope that's on camera. It is. And underneath that was an Ace of Cups, by the way. This person's holding on to a lot of love. You can't do that. You can't. It's very hard to. This becomes very toxic if you hold on to it, if it sits too long. Still water. Don't drink it. Right here, and they've been drinking it. Right here in the 3D, how they behave. Yeah, the star. It's one of those energies where these are the things that have to happen to them. You guys are just fine. You know, I'll pull on your energy specifically in the extended, but you guys are fine because you're aware of it. You're aware that the energy is a roller coaster. You're aware that it's decision time. They're not aware of it. And what they're trying to do is swim against the current of something. The universe has released this now. It's now opened it up for a decision. If this was a court case, the jury would be coming back in. Okay? We don't know what the verdict is yet, but the universe has released the hold on this. All right. What's going on here? The soul, their soul energy. Bookending in red with the energy of your connection. 10 swords. It's a bit of a give up the fight energy. Well, how do I phrase this? This basically, this is where this happens. This is why this happens. Okay? This tower happens where this person realizes you're not coming in, realizes that it's up to them, that they're going to have to do something. All right? At that point, none of them want this connection to be over. All right? The soul right here with 10 swords in it, it's time for a decision. Because unless they've never really made a decision about you. And until they do, they're basically in purgatory a little bit. All right? That's kind of what's going on here. It's not dead yet. It could reset, but some truth needs to be spoken. This resets to an Ace of Swords. That's where it's trying to go. If somebody would make up their goddamn mind and stop bullshitting and thinking that, well, they should come to me, that kind of thing. Fuck you. You ran. If somebody runs from you, right, it's the onus is on them to come back and explain why they did it. You don't go chasing after them and say, are you still mad at me? Are you still, hello, are you still going to run? Of course they are. You know, they're going to run until they realize some things. What's going on here? Hidden energy. What's the universe want to tell us? Red with the 2 of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. 2 butterflies. Very important. One's got a heart chakra color on it. All right. There again. Universe keeps saying this. There's only one good choice here, and this has come up in readings before recently. There's only one good option here. That's it. For victory. Otherwise, you got someone here who's shutting off from their soul, closing off from, putting a wall around it. And that's not cool. They're going to end up shutting back down. And I think that's what causes this, and I think this is what causes them to come in. What is this? I feel it more as an emotional breakdown. Somebody actually breaking down emotionally. This is very much tied to this energy. Okay, let's see what the potential final outcome is. It's red with the star. Hold is off. It's here. Divine timing. The energy is right. Somebody just needs to do something. What's the potential final outcome? The High Priestess. I've said this to you before, and I always get thumbs downs for it. I always get people that, I don't know, they come by with a tweet that they don't think I'll see. You know, well, that's not true. You're completely off on that. I am fucking telling you. I am Fucking telling you. There is something this person is afraid to tell you. One, there is something that they're afraid to open up about to you. And do not come back at me. I swear to God, people do it all the time. I know everything about my person. I have been married to my wife for 21 years. I do not know everything about her. I swear to God, there's always something. Every year I find out something new. What? I had no idea that happened when you were 10. What are you talking about? Right? Always. My point is, there's something here. I'm not saying they lied to you. I'm not saying there's some kind of secret that needs to be revealed for there to be victory. And until it is, this connection is dead. Okay? And that's why this decision is hard for this person. All right. Now, this can play out a lot of ways. The same frequency of energy can always plays out differently in different situations. This can be somebody who, for example, let's say you were with a public figure. This person, just as an example, your runner is a public figure. They got to be careful about what they say in public or whatever on social media, or what they say to anybody. So this could be something here where somebody's nervous to open up to you, because if some of the stuff they tell you leaks out, that could be big trouble for him or her, for them, whoever it is, and that could be a problem, right? So they are, and that reflects back as fear of vulnerability. They're afraid to be vulnerable. It's still the same energy, but it's a different situation because you have a different person dealing with a different scenario. That said, it can play out a lot of ways. At the end of the day here, the universe is saying, the energy is right for it, but there's something they're very nervous to tell you. That's why they keep showing up as pages. And that's why they held back a lot. It's probably why they ran from you. There's some kind of secret. There's something that they haven't told you that causes them to behave the way they've been behaving. All right? And again, it can also, for some of you, play out as something, again, that they lie about. That they would have to be honest with you. In other words, a nervousness to approach you because they have to be honest with you. That's all. You can't just take something I say literally and go, nope, he's wrong. The same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. Everything is energy. Situations are energy. Words are energy, right? These cards are energy. This table, everything. Everything means everything. So keep that in mind. There's a lot, but it has something to do with something they're keeping secret. Okay? And it can also play out as, again, they're just nervous about, telling you how they feel, because they don't do that. I have no idea. It can play out a lot of ways, but I think it's much bigger than that. The universe wouldn't have thrown me, it would have just thrown me the Seven of Swords if that's all it was. No, it's much bigger than that. It threw me the High Priestess, all right? And in order for her to reveal those secrets, you got to get her high. That's why they call her the High Priestess. All right, I'll tell you what. All right, let's go. Two of Pentacles. Why is it here? Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. All right, let's see where we go. Let's see. It's almost like they have to confess something or something. There's something they're afraid to confess to you would be a way to, and it's not just about their feelings. It's about something about them, something about their life, something that they mislead others about, and they may have misled you about. It's possible. All right. There's 1,000 different scenarios. Either way, it's rooted around some kind of secret that will need to be revealed for there to be victory here. Otherwise, this is 10 swords, and it's what's holding them up. It's 10 swords until they get held up. What, Frank? And until they make up their mind. As long as they're held up, it's 10 swords. But there's a Tower coming, and I got a 6 of Cups as the overall energy. The end of the day, you guys have done this dance before in many lifetimes. I know that off that 6 of Cups. All I'm seeing, the only place the energy is reflecting it are those roots. All right, here we go. I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell you. Come on, universe, give me some damn cards. Why is the damn Two of Pentacles here? What the hell? I got to switch decks or what? Oh, here it is. Here's why they've left you in limbo. Here's why they have never made a decision about you. Now, this card is red with this card in my reading, but it has to make sense with this card. All right? It has to make sense with the energy of it's Fakey McFakerman. It's the Queen of Wands crossing right there. Now, yeah, they're very attracted to you, sure, but that's not why they've left you in limbo. Why they've never made a decision about this. When it ties back to this. The Queen of Wands is the epitome of carpet sweeping, of putting out pretense, pretending. There is, at the risk of controversy, I'm going to say there's a great lie here somewhere. That has to be confessed. It's a secret, yes, it is. It should be read that way, but I feel like it's the great lie about this person, about how they live their life, about who they are. This is always a bullshit artist, all right? She's always, everything is about appearances, keeping up appearances. What's on top? 3 of Pentacles. Why is it here before I open my big mouth? Hangman, yeah. There is something else that keeps this person stuck, all right? It's phony, it's fake. For some of you, it's a superficial, stupid relationship. For others of you, it's some kind of career that they shouldn't have been in a long time ago. I have no idea, but they're getting a new perspective, shall we say, on what partnership is, okay? Which is rich, really, because the Queen of Wands really forms partnerships for superficial reasons. This person is learning to not be superficial, which I think is why a decision is going to be made. I think that's where this Tower happens as well, because these are bookending and the Tower's tied with the 10 of Swords. It's a very tricky reading. Why is the Star here? There's a lot going on. This is why I pulled it. You could look at this as an extended for your April reading, and the extended I do on this is even deeper than this. There's some serious, mysterious cards here. I'm going to tell you right now. The Star, this is like a bottomless pit of energy that's here. It literally is. It's a bottomless pit of energy. I can't see to the bottom of it, or feel in my case. It's like a black hole in this one spot here. Why is the Star here? Why? Damn. Why is it here? What is this? What is this shit? Yeah, there it is. It's my Queen of Cups. I want to say I can't take it anymore. It's a very weird energy. Trying to place where in my life I've ever felt this before. I'm going to call it despair in a way. It's like somebody sees coming in and talking to you and revealing, we'll just call it a secret, whatever it is they're afraid to tell you, okay? And revealing that as a last-ditch effort. It's the last resort. When the cup runneth completely empty, right? This queen who's used to having helpers, right? She got the teamsters. They come pick her up and take her to the water. She dips it in, then they bring her back, right? As a last-ditch effort, if the teamsters go home and she's stuck there late, she will stand up off her lazy ass and walk over to the water and fill the cup. It's a last-ditch effort. All right, even though the energy feels right for this person, it's very hard for this person to open up. It's very strange. Who the hell is this energy attached to? I mean, what the hell's going on here? It's what's on top? Justice. Why is justice here? Jesus, I'm needing the help. The Emperor. Wow. Okay, for some of you, this person might be in a controlling relationship. And if that's the case, like a marriage or relationship of some kind, or it could be a family, or it could be a career even. Whatever it is, that third energy, that situation, may know about you and not like you, or may not want your person to be with you. It's very weird how that plays out. I'm just going to pull another card across it's a tower. Yeah, there's something where your connection with them causes problems on their side, okay? And they just love to carpet sweep those problems. They just love to forget that those problems are there. They don't want to make... It's almost like somebody who's staying with somebody in a relationship, just as an example. They're staying there and keeping their mouths shut just to keep the peace. I felt this. This is a very strange energy to read. I'm just going to leave the tower there. Okay? It's tearing things down. Now, this can also read as a divorce in a way. You know, again, this is not something that can be ignored. You can't ignore the tower. So when I got two towers in this reading in key positions. I got a tower that's leading them back to you. And then the universe clarifies the tower basically by giving me the tower here in their 3D with what could be a divorce happening here. But at the very least, it's a controlling relationship that has no love that they want out of. And for some reason, though, I think that might be what they're afraid to tell you. Something along those lines. It could be as simple. This frequency of energy could be interpreted as something as simple as somebody who's afraid to tell you that they're not happy because they spend a lot of time pretending they're happy. And I see that with the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is the type of person who out on social media, they look like they got the greatest life ever, right? And really, they crying in a corner, drinking themselves to death at night, you know? They just mustered up a smile for the photo. It's like that. All right. Wow. So whatever the hell's going on in the 3D, it's a big deal right now. This is a pivotal month. The tower leads them to you because I've got the tower with the 6 of Cups as the overall energy here. So I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. I need to see another tower somewhere. I pull a third card here, and it's a tower right there. In their 3D, a tower is happening in the now, in the current energy. You're all moving at different speeds on your timeline, so you'll get there at different times. But it's there. All right. I'm doing my best to interpret these energies. That star card underneath all that is a black hole. There's a lot with this person. There's a lot you don't know about this person. And don't give me shit about I know everything about them, Steve. I will block your ass. No way you know everything about... No way. No way. I don't care if you grew up with them. I don't care if they're your actual, literal, identical twin and you grew up together. You don't know everything about them. You don't. People have inner worlds. There's two of us. There's two energies in each of us. Right? That's why we're never alone. That's why I always tell people, you're never alone. There's another you there you could talk to anytime you want. Right? We all do it. That said, actually, we don't. In society today, a lot of people have forgotten about that. And they look outside for approval, right? Look at me, all that social media that's backfired on us. The great social experiment. It's gone way wrong. Why is the 10 of Swords here? It's what's causing all this fucking problems here. All these problems in this soulmate cycle. No doubt about it. Societal energies. Soulmate cycles are a direct reflection of societal energies. Why is the 10 of Swords here? I'm shuffling. I'm running out of stuff to tell you. This is a powerful reading. Holy crap. 2 towers? What the hell else is going to come out here? What comes out on 10 swords? The world. Yeah. It's a cycle change. The environmental energy around this person, there's a complete flip. I see it here with the hangman. So that's why this tower is happening in the 3D. The primary energy flow is here to here. So what's happening is we have a new energetic cycle. It's a new little mini cycle. It is reflecting here. But all we have to say is the energy around this person has changed. They now see where they went wrong. They put 10 swords in the wrong thing would be one way to explain it. So what's happening is that's causing a tower. That's causing this person to break down and realize that they're not happy. Admit it to themselves. Actually have a new perspective on what partnership is. And that was weird because I saw sort of I felt sort of a third energy here in the energy of your connection. It's very strange. What's on top? The Magician, yeah. This is changing. This 10 of swords is flipping very quickly. This is a quick change energy. Why is the Magician here? The High Priestess. This ties me to this High Priestess. Again, I think what happens is you might have a conversation with, I'm going to jump to the end. I mean, I'm going to finish the reading, but I think what might happen here is you have a conversation with this person coming very soon. I could feel that. Oh, I could fucking feel it. No doubt about it. The energy is incoming on crack. You have a conversation coming with this person, and I think they blurt something out. I think they say something that they can't unsay. Okay? And you can't unhear. All right, something along those lines. Something that they have never told anybody or don't usually tell people. Things along those lines. They actually are vulnerable in the conversation. And that has a knock-on effect, if you will. And it creates some towers, again, because I've got a feedback loop of towers here. Meaning there's towers that create something to happen, bring them towards you, and then there's towers that happen because they come toward you. That's what the feedback loop is here. 2 towers, 2 High Priestesses. 2 towers, 2 High Priestesses. High Priestess red with this tower and all these cards. It's crazy energy, but I'm just going to summarize it for you because there's no way I can keep it all straight, explain it all to you, and have it make sense. So what happens is you're likely to hear from this person very soon, I would say, as the energy starts to pick up speed toward the end of the month for sure, but maybe sooner, I don't know. There's a conversation coming here that you're not expecting, and this person says something that they can't take back, that they don't normally say. And it causes them to panic a little bit, okay? But it's good. It actually is for the greater good that happens. These are nice towers. They're not bad towers. It's Pluto. Again, Pluto, like I talked about in the Mercury and Taurus reading, when Pluto gets involved, and it's involved with everything right now as it's in Aquarius between now and June 11th. When Pluto gets involved, it transforms things, but it tears them down first. There's towers first. That's why it's all a bit of a roller coaster ride over the course of the next couple of months. Let's talk about victory here. All right. So, yeah, I would say there's a strong chance for communication. It's in the energy anyway. If they don't reach out, then they're just sitting in towers on their side, holding on to something they're afraid to say. They may, if they don't approach you, if you're someone whose person doesn't show up, they may just say some stuff on their side that they can't take back. Either way, something's coming crashing down on their side. There's a strong energy of like a divorce here. Now, divorce is a vocabulary word. It doesn't just mean marriage. You can divorce yourself from a dog, from a job, from your family, from a relationship, obviously, you know. So, whatever it is, it's that kind of energy. The energy is reconciling and balancing. There's a tower happening so somebody can get happy. And they're not happy on their side. I think that's one of the big things that they have to admit. And they are admitting it to themselves, which is strange. I see that over here in the soul position. Why is the 6 of Wands here? Why? It's a complicated reading. It's a lot of energy here. I'll sort through it in the extended for sure. I'm going to pull on the towers and the High Priestesses, and I'm going to go as deep as I can into this star, which is a black hole sitting there on the table. I can't even feel the bottom of it. Cards just reflect the energy. They're mediums. There's always a bottom. You always know where the table is. The table's gone here. It's just weird, very strange, very powerful. All right, and what's interesting is the star implies that a tower happened. Right? It's one of the couple of cards that you can do that with. The other one is the world. If you get the world, which we had in the soul, it implies we got past judgment. So there's a judgment card that's here, energy that's here, because we had the world crossing in the soul. There's a judgment card that's here floating around as well. So I've got judgment energy. That's why I said this is divorce, because I've got judgment and justice. It's usually divorce type energy. I've also got, again, I've got the towers. And I've got a lot of towers. I've got 2 towers, which is probably why this star card feels like a black hole. And I've got 2 high priestesses. And if you think 1 can keep a secret, you should see 2. It's double. It's amazing how much energy is here hidden. All right. I'm still shuffling for the 6 of Wands. You can see my dilemma with this reading. This is tricky. It's very tricky. I could use cartoon assistance with a reading like this. I don't have time to do that because they're made in real time and uploaded. But it'd be nice if we had a little cartoon to go with it. It'd be nice for me too. Why is the 6 of Wands here? What are you trying to tell me here, universe? Yeah, the 10 of Cups. Listen, at the end of the day, this person dreams about you. Dreams about you, thinks about you, daydreams about you, goes about their day at work. You're in the back of their mind. If they're sitting at an office job and they stapling things, they might accidentally staple their hand every once in a while because they're thinking about you. Or at the very least while they're doing their work, they're dreaming about you. In the process of them doing that, the universe is basically saying here, the energy says it's very clear, they're manifesting this. That's why they're doing all of this. All of this is happening because somebody's afraid to say something. Somebody's afraid to speak up. It could be a secret. It could be something they never tell anybody. It could be something about how happy they are on their side, about how sad they are. Whatever it is, they're about to speak up to themselves. We're about to come upon the get real full moon. And it's where the character ends and reality begins. Okay? Think of it like an actor who on a TV show or movie or whatever, they play a character. All right, that's not who they are in their real life. They play a character. Well, we're at the point now where the director yells cut and it's time to go home. So now they're walking out to their car and they're driving home and they're themselves. They're not that character, right? So what we've got here is we've got somebody where the movie or TV show is actually done or been canceled. All right, they can't pretend anymore. They don't get to play that character anymore in the new energy. And that's what the World card was talking about here. I'm telling you, this is one of the deepest readings I've ever done for you. The energy that's here is mind-blowing. If I'd have known, I'd have had another cup of coffee. Oh, man. Have some pity for me. I've explained it the best I can. What's on top here? Look at that, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, she was crossing over here. Right there, Fakey McFakerman. Yeah. This person pretends you don't matter. They pretend that you're gone. They pretend that this is long done. It's over in their life. If they have a spouse and they used to talk about you, they might not talk about you anymore. They might not even bring you up. They might have no idea that your person is still thinking about you, which is the same energy as spying. Same frequency, plays out differently in different situations. Spying can be thinking about you, dreaming about you, or visiting your social media. It can be physical where they do that or they drive by your house or whatever. Either way, this person is playing a role. They're pretending. That pretending is coming to an end, is what I'm saying with the world that was over here. All right? And look at this. Ace of Cups crossing that 10 of Cups. Yeah, not only do they dream about you, they wet dream about you. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm not playing. I'm not making this shit up. I wouldn't. This reading, there's no way, man. You can see the cards here. It's unreal. I never know exactly where these readings are going to go. I love this. Why is the King of Wands or Queen of Wands here? I call it King of Wands. It feels like it. The Hermit. Yeah. I said this is done. This character is over. I described to you someone who's an actor on a TV show. They play a character. That's your person. They play a character. They pretend you don't matter. They pretend that they're happy. They pretend this and that. Well, the show just got canceled. They no longer have to play that character. Now they got to go back to reality forever. That's it. They don't get to play that character again. It's very strong energy with the Hermit here. The Hermit is having none of this. There's not a lot of soul here. Okay? What's going on with the final outcome? So that's good. It's about Someone who has a new perspective, definitely to bring dreams into reality, but they definitely think about you a lot. All right. The High Priestess. This is an intricate reading. Holy crap. I'm going to rip the shit out of this in the extended. I am glad that not that many people are going to go to the extended. I know. People get on me, they're like, you tell people not to go to your extended. It's only because if too many people go, it's no better than it's hard for me to pull the thing. So if you want it, it's there for you. Go. Get it. Absolutely. By all means. It'll be far fewer people than are here on YouTube anyway. So I can rip this shit and fly deep into this star card here and find out exactly what's going on. This is one of those situations where I think I can really dive down. Wow. All right. It is if your person's married though, or in a relationship, or or maybe a family scenario, it's very controlling in some way. Now that can be tradition, or it can be just, you know, parents that are a bit too much family or something like that. We get that a lot. But I get some kind of I don't know, I don't want to say custom. That's not really the right word, but you know, I say this sometimes too. It almost feels to me like one of those families where someone married into a political family kind of thing. It feels like that on some level sometimes to me. And that's not something that's going on for most, if not all of you. It's just an example. When you're in there, there's a certain way you have to behave, certain things you can't say. And that jives the way I read that energy, even though it's not exact, and I'm sure your person isn't in a political family. But that what I'm describing to you, the way that energy frequency would play out, jives with the two High Priestesses here and this final outcome, which I'm shuffling on right now, which by the way leads to communication. The Eight of Wands crossing it. Yeah, no, I'm right. I already skipped to the end when I read the Soul position. When the High Priestess came out here, there's a conversation coming very sudden between you and this person. I know the Tower brings them to you. And I think what happens is this person is because there's a tower on their side, there's a tower with you, it's a tower as far as the eye can see. If there was another tower in here, the universe would probably give it to me. But the King of Cups is underneath this Eight of Wands. Somebody's coming to open up. Somebody who usually doesn't open up is coming to open up. And I think they say something that they can't take back. I think they behave a fool. I think they just, without thinking, and I know that's not what this card means. I'm not a card reader. I know it's a leap of faith and it's a new journey, the Zero card and the Major Arcana. No, the universe is being literal with me. It's literally saying, hey, you know, yeah, there's a conversation coming here. Somebody's going to say too much. Somebody's just going to run their mouth. And they're going to feel it's going to cause it's basically a feedback loop in the Tower. The Tower brings them to you, causes a tower when they get to you, which goes back, which causes a tower on their side, which brings them back to you. There might be another tower after that. I have no idea. Either way, this person here opens up with that King of Cups and that Eight of Wands. Want proof? Fine. This card, this right here, is what's read with the High Priestess. It's also read with Justice. It's the Four of Cups. Yeah. Somebody here is going. Whatever this conversation is, I think it brings you some justice. I think it does, but I think somebody here kind of regrets it a little bit. This is something that somebody didn't say, something that somebody is disappointed they didn't say, but I think they're going to be disappointed when they say it, is what the universe is saying here. Why is the Four of Cups here? Yeah, the Four of Swords. They have to do it. It's for healing. There's no doubt about it. I went one more card in because I pulled an extra here, and these are read together. I pulled an extra here too. It's the Seven of Swords. Again, this person here, the High Priestess, coming up, man. It's a conversation, someone opening up of stuff that they should have said. They were disappointed they didn't say. They may have lied to you. They may have held something back. A lie of omission is still a lie. Holding something back from someone. Either way, this is something they've never told you before with the Four of Swords there. It's something you may not know about this person. Maybe you suspected it, but you didn't know for sure. That's possible. For some of you, this is just something you didn't know. It explains, the King of Cups explains why they did what they did, right? But they kind of run their mouth on it a little bit. the Strength card backs that up. That's a heart chakra open, and this person's not used to the heart chakra being open. Let's see what else the universe wants to tell you, and then I'm going to go pull and extend it. I got a lot to pull on here. I got a lot to pull on. This person keeps a lot of secrets. I know a lot of you don't want to believe that. I know, I get it. I don't really give a fuck what you want to believe. This is the energy that's here, and this is what I'm giving you, and I know this energy. If I was standing next to a person who was radiating this frequency of energy that I've got here in your final outcome, all right, I would think to myself, there's something fishy here. There's something about this person that doesn't smell right. It's not right. Something off, right? It's not necessarily nefarious. I don't have a devil. It's just there's some sort of, it's really hard to find the words, there's some sort of custom image, tradition, or something on their side. It could be the way they were raised, it could be whatever, that causes this person to be fakey McFakerman, to shut down, to put up a wall of pretense. You know, one side's for the public, the other side is for private, kind of a thing. And the private stuff, it's a little icky. I don't mind telling you, it's a little unhappy, the stuff that they don't share. This is likely for some of you a person that posts a lot of smiling pictures. I can see that. I can. All right, let's see what else the universe wants to tell you. I'm going to go pull some wicked voodoo here. I'm going deep on the high priestesses, the towers, and the star. That's pretty much where I'm going. I don't have a devil to work with. I don't need one. This is mild devil energy, but this is mostly in reference to, you know, again, they're aware of these secrets. They just choose not to tell them to people. And that's called a lie of omission, and it's still a lie. Let's see where we go. A lot of people like to think it's not, but it is. It's a lie. All right, here we go. If I tell you I'm going to shoot pool with Bobby and Ray, right? You and I were together, right? I tell you I'm going to shoot pool with Bobby and Ray. It's cool, right? You're like, oh, that sounds like fun. Have fun. Bye-bye. Okay. I neglect to tell you that my ex is going to be there and she wants to bang. I neglect to tell you that because then you might say, no, that's a lie of omission. I neglected to mention that Beckmona was going to be there. You thought I was just shooting pool with Ray and whoever the fuck else I said. All right, the Three of Swords, the message from the universe to you. Three Swords. Oh, shit. Page of Pentacles, I'm laughing. King of Pentacles, and crossing the Page of Pentacles is the Three of Wands. Somebody, some nervous little fucker is coming to talk to you. I can tell you that. They in a lot of pain, and they just want to balance that out. Somebody does not want you to get, this is the strangest energy. Here is the fucking frustration of your person. This is why I want to grab them and just shake them. All right? This is someone who does not, this is very weird. They don't want you to get away, but they don't want you either. Okay? And I don't mean it in the sense like as harsh as that sounds. I mean, that's just how the energy reads. It's frustrating. In other words, they don't want you to get away, but at the same time, being with you is going to be a pain in the ass in some way, and it's going to cause a whole bunch of ruckus, and they don't like making a ruckus. The Queen of Wands never does, because then people might see through the cracks in their little wall of pretense. You follow me? I mean, you definitely matter. This is your energy reflecting here. They can't find you anywhere else. It drives them fucking crazy. Somebody here is definitely, with the Three of Wands here for sure, crossing this Page of Pentacles, definitely learned that, you know, we don't feel three swords for something that we don't love. This is an indicator of how much love there is here. But I do get an energy here. I'm not sure. Oh, there it is, the Queen of Cups. Yeah. See, they stay right on the edge of giving the full cup. They stay right on the edge of it because they're not quite sure how to handle this. We go from a Queen of Cups, the most love I could pull from the deck, down to a little Page of Pentacles. All right? They figured out that you matter. I say this Three of Swords is our indicator of how much love is here. We don't have, in fact, the heart is ripped to shreds. We don't have three swords for something where there isn't love. And sure enough, there's the most love I can pull. There's a lot of love here. But this person's caused a lot of pain. This person's life is set up a certain way. Towers are falling. The energy has changed. Things feel different. There's things that they have to say that they don't know what to say. And when they finally show up, I think they just blurt out a lot of shit. I really do. I think there's something here that a lie of omission of some kind, right? And it can, for some of you, just be that they have feelings for you, okay? Because for some of you, they may have just run. For some of you, that lie of omission is that you matter. I don't know. I'm going to go down as far as I can in this star, this tower, this justice card, these high priestesses, all the towers. I may even, the Three of Swords energy will come along with it. I'm also going to find out what's going on with you right now in this energy, in the extended. I've got to start with that. I've got to have some contrast. So we'll find out. So if you want the extended, the link is in the description. If you don't, I can dig it. I'm going to need a whole bottle of Advil just to pull the extended for this. But no, seriously, if you want it, it's there for you. I hope this reading was helpful. All right. If you're waiting for communication, it's coming. That's all I can say energetically anyway. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. But this connection's coming together big time. It's with a crash, with like two Mack trucks hitting each other in the night kind of a thing, head on. So I hope this reading was helpful. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. Time to fly down deep into a star that I can't find the bottom of. Holy crap. All right, good luck.